Don't tell me about the world. Not today. It's springtime, and they're knocking baseballs around fields, and kids are trying to hit curveballs.
Bottom of the 8th. 2 men on, 2 men out. Down by 2. The crowd is on its feet. The pitcher comes set and fires.
It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Boston Red Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matty, you look at this lineup, the key to success is scoring early, putting the other team on their heels and allowing their own pitcher to go out there and feel like he can execute his game plan and attack and stay in the zone. This offense needs to get on the board. Okay, here's how the Rays set up on defense today. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
And spring training is officially behind us now as the first pitch of the season is looked at for ball one. Line to the right side. That's a hit, their first of the new season.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Here's the first pitch to him. Throw down to second. The 1-0 home. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Kiermaier's got a read on it, makes the play, one away. And now the Red Sox DH, J.D. Martinez. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Fastball called for strike two.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. J.D. Martinez, the second out of the opening frame. Pitch misses low, the throw down, and he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. It's on to the bottom of the first, no score on MLB Network. Settling in now, Carlos Gomez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Rays, left fielder, Carlos Gomez.
First pitch coming, here it is. Line towards center field. Base hit, and that's their first of the new campaign.
Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score, but let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring him in order.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back easily. Standing in now, Matt Duffy, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. As a look, now the pitch. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Gomez gets his lead at first, nobody out. Into the corner and slicing foul. comes the 1-2 from Sale. A weak chopper up the line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Again, a 1-2. There goes Gomez. Softly hit out towards short. And now a throw to first, and they got him. Never really had a chance with the hit and run on as he gets doubled up on the line drive. Up next for the Rays, Wilson Ramos. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Leaves a changeup high for a strike. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. There to pull it in is Bradley. He does, and that'll end the inning. An inning. So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Hanley Ramirez. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. So 1-1 home. Strike 2 swinging.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Pitch on the way. A ball and no strikes.
Well, that 2-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Betts, who's often just referred to as plain old Mookie. He was a 5th-round pick back in 2011.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out. Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
Cone takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Head-to-head against Chris Archer, batting .500, 5 for 10. Betts, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
This is a spot right here playing first base. You have to really be on your toes.
And they get him trying to swipe a base to... And that'll bring up the power-hitting middle infielder Ryan Schimpf. Set to lead off the home half of the second. High in the air out to center field. Bradley is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. But the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Mike Moustakas, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just a bit up. A high fastball is in there. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. Now a dive in right, but he can't haul it in, and now this is going to be big trouble out there. Around second, he's on his way to third. The relay throw won't get him.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Ready now, Adeiny Hechavarria trying to cash in here in his first at-bat with a runner at third and 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat. Little tapper down the third baseline. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Welcome back to this MLB Network broadcast from St. Pete, Florida. Nice look there at nearby Clearwater.
Left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
0-2 the counts have been. Popped him up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And that slider's almost in the dirt. This is on the ground over the first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Here's Jackie Bradley now. Head-to-head against Chris Archer. Comes in with 6 hits in 28 tries. And on 10 occasions, he's been a strikeout victim. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw in time at first for route number 2. Striding in for Boston, Blake Swihart. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Look out, 2-0 now.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammered job.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a strike. And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Hechavarria has a play, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Red Sox. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Here's C.J. Cron now. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's really struggled 0 for 10. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Now here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box, Brad Miller. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. A leap, and he makes the catch as he crashes into the wall. Now this is cut and thrown to first. On to first, and they get the double play. Stepping.
Fielder, number 9, Carlos Gomez.
Play ball.
Riding in once again, Blake Swihart. He'll lead it off for the Red Sox here in their half of the 6th. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning. So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Eduardo Nunez. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
So it's a backwards K on the changeup that time. Eduardo Nunez becomes the first out of the inning. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. On the ground to the left side. To second for 1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
And Pedroia looks this one in for out number 1.
Third baseman, Adeiny Hechavarria.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Missed with a slider. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. That misses. 2-0.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
3-0 now. C.J. Cron, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
First baseman, number 44.
Here's C.J. Cron now, and he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around.
In the last at-bat, Matty D, that was a changeup he hit to straight away.
Oh, and it froze him, and they got him.
Play ball. 3.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Eduardo Nunez will stand in against Chris Archer to get the inning underway. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Well, this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right spot at the right time. 1 away. Archer looks in. First pitch on the way. And a slider that just grabs the outside corner. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Hit out towards second. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game open.
And a slider tails outside. Timeout time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Now the Rays manager is going to take that slow walk out toward the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. And he takes a cold strike one. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Bogaerts, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. 3-1 to Martinez.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in the zone, or do you just pitch around them?
And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. Very weakly on the ground, but it rolls foul, so we'll have another payoff pitch. The next 3-2. And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Rays move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over. 5-1 the final total in today's game. Tampa Bay. It's time now for baseball from the great state of Texas and Globe Life Park. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Texas Rangers. Texas hope to put a lid on their 7-game losing streak. Coming up next. Doug Fister gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Kind of a strange outing in his last one, Matt. Was able to pitch into the 6th inning, wasn't able to complete the inning. It kind of got away from him in the 6th. It'll be interesting, Matt, to see how he bounces back in this one.
Stepping into the box, Devin Travis. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Second baseman.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit out towards second. Odor is there. And a good throw gets him, 1 gone. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Teoscar Hernandez, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. DeShields is there, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Batting third,
Next to bat for Toronto, Josh Donaldson. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And this will be lined into center field, and they've got themselves their first hit of the ball game.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Here's Justin Smoak now, as he lays off a fastball too low for 7 straight games.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Wow, looked like an easy beginning of this inning. Gets the first 2 guys out, then the 3 and 4 hitters all of a sudden start locking in on him, and now he's got to get through this 5th-hole hitter to get out of this inning unscathed.
Yeah, he's definitely put his feet to the fire right here. This number 5 guy, he's known. He sits in that 5-hole to drive in runs, and he's smelling ribbies right now.
Got him fishing that time. 0-1.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
And this one's in the dirt, and he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry. And Adam Wainwright, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Adam Wainwright. We all know Adam Wainwright from having that big overhand curveball. His fastball has kind of come back a little bit. He's no longer 95 to 98 miles an hour. He's 88 to 92. Still has that good overhand curveball, but he really needs that 3rd pitch, the straight changeup, to be effective. You'll know early on if he's getting swings and misses on that overhand curveball. Adam Wainwright could be in for a good night. Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
All right, so here's one final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the call. He was called safe and probably could go either way, but I don't think there's enough right here to change the call.
And we'll get our answer here, as it appears the umpires have made their decision and the headset comes off. And the runner is safe at first as originally called, so they will lose the ability to challenge for the remainder of the game. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, for me today, the key to winning this ball game begins and ends on the mound. And it has to be early on the attack, getting 0-1. You can't allow these guys to get into count leverage and to punt your fastball. There has to be execution, down and away, up and in to keep these guys honest, and it has to start from pitch 1.
Adrian Beltre is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped him up. Smoak is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So the Rangers turned away in the first. On to the second now in Arlington with no score. So here's Matt Kemp now, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Out outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch hit back up the middle, fielded by Odor. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And let's take a look at second baseman Rougned Odor. Pound for pound, one of the strongest guys in the game. 30 home run potential, but a premium defender at second base. And if you don't slide properly into second base, he is going to let you know about it.
The 1-0. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Called a strike, and it's full 3-2.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
The 3-2 pitch. There's ball 4.
Ball 4.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
Here's Randall Grichuk. This is line to left. There to play it is Profar, and there are 2 away.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
First delivery to him on the way. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
A swinging bunt up the third baseline. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Toronto. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Joey Gallo now. It was an 0-for-4 day for him in yesterday's loss.
First baseman.
And Wainwright able to get ahead with the breaking pitch for strike 1.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
He's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Toronto Blue Jays today. And let's focus on the captain of the defense, Yadier Molina. Future Hall of Famer, ability to control a pitching staff and shut down the opposition's running game.
Now at the plate, Nomar Mazara, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. First pitch on its way. Looks at a curveball on the outside corner. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. high in the air out to center field.
Hernandez is in pursuit.
And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's Rougned Odor now. He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
And he misses 2-1.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with this off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get on past Tulowitzki. It's a base hit. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. Around second now and headed for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. And now this ball's going to wind up out of play, and that'll compound matters even further. Called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. Nothing in one.
Okay.
Let's play ball.
Digging in and looking for more, Josh Donaldson.